All right, let's start with James Williams from SoCal News Group.
Hey Mo, how you doing, man?
How you doing, James?
Doing good, doing good. With Dorian out, what are you seeing from some of the younger guys like Ethan Garbers, and how is he looking?
Oh yeah, everyone's been looking good, but Ethan, he's making some good reads, throwing some good balls. All the quarterbacks been looking good, so they've been going through their progressions and stuff, making great passes and great decisions out there.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks, man.
You're welcome.
Tukney, LA Times.
Hey Mo, how are you doing?
How you doing, Tukney? How you doing?
I'm good. Good to see you.
Yes, ma'am.
What's kind of the top priority for the secondary to get better from last year? Obviously, you guys have so many guys back. What's going to be the difference for you guys to kind of take it to the next level in the Pac-12?
Great question. Just with repetitions and just trying to be better than we are tomorrow. I got like a little quote in my room. It says, "Be better than tomorrow." So we just focus on the next day, and just getting great reps out there, and just dialing into the playbook and to everything that Coach Norwood is teaching us. We got a spring ball and a fall camp underneath our belt, so we've been making great strides.
How much does the end of last season sit with you guys? Obviously, you were so close in so many games, but especially those last two games against SC and Stanford. How much do you guys still think of that heading into this next season?
We think about it a lot, actually, because you can't really forget the past. We lost by 15 points within 4 games. So, it's like a little chip on our shoulder that we got to carry around with us. So we're coming into this season real hot. So
who are some of the young guys that are impressing you so far from the defensive side?
From the defensive side, Devin, he's been making a lot of plays. I would say Isaiah, he's been making a lot of great strides. He was coming in as a wide receiver, and then he switched to DB, so he's been learning the playbook a lot, but he's been making great strides.
Thanks, Mo.
Yes, ma'am.
Tony Siracusa from Last Word.
Hey, Mo.
What's good, Tony? How you doing, man?
All right, man. How are you?
I'm good.
Hey, listen, so we keep hearing about a player-led team and the players being a veteran squad taking the leadership role. You guys have got pretty much you guys do have everybody back in the defensive backfield. We know you've got a vocal leader in Q Knight who never shies away from speaking his mind. But who are the leaders in the defensive backfield since you've got such a veteran group back there?
Great question, man. I feel like we have a lot of great leaders on our team, and we all kind of feed off each other. A lot of older guys, myself, Obi, Q Lake, Blaylock, a lot of people just been here in the system, so we know how to lead each other. It's not just one particular leader. Q Knight, I would say he's like our big leader. He's a big vocal leader. He gets all the breaks, he's a motivation guy. So we kind of feed off of him, and then, we pick him up too. When he's down, we pick him up. So we kind of feed off each other, I would say.
Now, do you see it that you guys have different roles within that leadership ability, leadership capacity, that different players bring different things to the table?
Absolutely. Everybody's different. So, we just bring all of our collective minds together and just make one big mind. So, nobody's bigger than the team, though. So as long as we're just going in the right direction, we're all leading.
And what is it that you're bringing to the table individually?
Just experience, just being able to talk to players, just being able to help them out with whatever they need, family, school, football, just being there for each other, All
right, great. Thanks for your time, Mo.
Thank you.
Let's go to Tracy from Bruin Report.
Hey, Mo, how you doing, man?
How you doing, Tracy?
Good.
Yes,
hey,
sir.
So it seems like last season and through spring and fall, you've been kind of platooning a little bit with Obi. How does that go for you? How do you get in a rhythm to play at your highest level? And what's the dynamic between you and Obi in doing that?
I kind of look at it like a little 1-2 punch. When I'm not in, he's in, and when I'm in, he's out. So it's always, we're getting reps, mental and physical. Just being there to just coach each other up. It's not, nobody's trying to, shine out, be over than the other person. We're just a team. So we're trying to just do what's best for the team. If it's better for him to be in, it's better for me to be in. We're just trying to win games really at the end of the day.
In what situations do you think that you bring more strengths necessarily to the field?
Whenever I'm in, I'm gonna just do my job to the best of my ability, honestly. So just following the game plan and stuff. Whatever the coaches want me to do, I'm gonna do it.
One last thing, and this might be a long answer. You've been here a long time, man.
Yeah.
It's been a long road. How you've seen a lot. Tell us just a little bit about reflecting back on kind of when you started, getting through that coaching transition, and where you are now.
Man, it's a blessing, really. I couldn't even imagine not being anywhere else. You got to stick through everything, through all the trials and tribulations. I'm glad I've been here, for such a long time. It's molded me as a great young person, a great man, a great football player. I'm just happy to be around here. The culture is very different from my freshman year to now. We feel like a more of a family out here, and it's a different vibe. If you guys could be out here and just watch us practice and just be in the locker room, you would be like, yeah, this team is on to something special. So I haven't felt like this in the past year, so this is real special for me right now.
Yeah, we'd like to watch you guys. Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Conan, SI.
Hey Mo, how's it going?
How you doing, Sam? What's going on, man?
Not much. I'm doing well, thanks.
It's good.
So you were talking about your leadership style and talking about guys who are standing out, some of the younger guys. Can you talk about Devin Kirkwood, what you've kind of done with him, either on or off the field, to kind of take him under your wing, and then what you expect from him moving forward, not just this season, but his career?
Oh yeah, Devin, man, he's such a special person, man. He has a lot of growth. The dude's like 6'4", he's big, long wingspan, so I sit next to him in meetings, help him out with what's going on in special teams with the defense, just trying to show him the ways that, like the older guys took me in under their wings and just show me how to be a pro, how to be a professional and just be there for your teammates and stuff like that. So, but he has a lot of growth, I'm excited to watch him play this year. He's been making a lot of plays out here since spring ball. He came in early he graduated high school early, came out of here. So he's making great strides. So I'm excited to see him play.
And then you're talking about how you guys as a defensive backfield and as a team have so much experience, and that's why you guys have so much leadership, but you obviously can't be around forever. What do you kind of try to pass on to those younger guys to make sure this kind of culture stays well after you're gone?
I would just say the work ethic, really, you got to put the work in to be successful. So if I could just instill anything in them, just my work ethic, really, I try to just show them, not tell them, but show them how you're supposed to work, what you're supposed to do, the right things, so that's what I would just say, really.
All right. Thanks, Mo.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, any final questions for Mo? Great, we'll wrap it up there. Thanks for your time, Mo.
Hey, thank y'all so much. Have a great day.
All right, we'll have Eboh joining us next.
What's going on, everybody?
All right, we'll open it up to questions for Obi. Yeah, Tracy, go ahead.
Hey, Obi, how you doing, man?
I'm doing well. How are you doing, Tracy?
Good. So I just asked Mo the same question. You two have been kind of platooning at that one cornerback spot. Talk about just everything about doing that, how it is for you to stay in the game and play at your highest level while doing that, and also the dynamic with you and Mo, how you guys play off of each other and help each other.
Yeah, I think, like I said before in one interview, I think the dynamic in the room, especially between me and Mo, that it's competitive and not combative. And I think since I've been here over a year now, I've actually formed a really good relationship with Mo. We play chess together all the time, and we're always competing against each other, and it's friendly, it's fun, it's competitive. And so I think that makes both of us better. I don't think that when we switch off, it kind of hinders our growth or, kind of takes us out of the game. I think, it pushes us to actually compete harder and be more focused, so that when we get our opportunities individually, we're going harder and we're that more focused and competing hard.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Tony, go ahead.
Hey, Obi.
Hi, Tony. How you doing?
Good, man. Thanks. Hey, listen, while there were a lot of statistical improvements on the defense last year, the pass defense was still 114th in the country in passing yards given up per game. Obviously, that's not all against the secondary, but in terms of the secondary, what needs to improve to keep you guys in games and improve on that statistic?
Right. Well, I think it will help now that, COVID's getting a little bit better, and we're each getting a year longer with Coach Norwood and coming in instead of, rushing into a season where we weren't getting as much reps. We didn't have a spring ball. We didn't do certain things in fall camp. I think now that a lot of the defensive backs are more familiar with Coach Norwood in our system, I think it's going to help us exponentially. And then also, just at the end of the day, sometimes you just got to make a play. And I think we got to focus on just finishing plays and just getting 1% better each time. And so sometimes you just got to make the play. And I think that we're putting emphasis on really just trying to focus and finish plays all the time.
A couple of days ago, Coach Norwood said something similar to the fact that he felt like things got kind of rushed last year. No spring camp, limited summer activity. Do you feel like everything was sort of rushed and you really didn't learn as much as you could have from him?
I wouldn't necessarily say it was rushed. I mean, obviously, like there were timing issues, but I feel as if, like anything, the more repetitions you take, the better it will be. The better communication will be between the defense and with coach. So I think that it wasn't like this whole big thing that was holding us back, but I think with more time, the cohesion is better now than it was, especially because we just have more time with each other. We get a whole spring practice and, we're spending time with each other now, a lot of time, and pre-snap communication is getting great. So it's just, it feels good. It feels like a cohesive unit working towards something.
And since the players are talking so much about this being a player-led team, and we just asked Mo what his individual abilities were in terms of being a leader in the defensive backfield, what are your individual strengths in terms of being a leader?
Yeah, I think I played in a lot of games, and I think that I can offer up some experience to some of our younger defensive backs who may or may not have that type of experience yet, whether it's, reading offensive formations, splits, back sets, whatever it is, whatever information I can give to them that I've experienced in the past, good and bad. And even in life too, I'm a little bit older than some of these guys. So I think socially, and just in life in general, I think I have a lot to offer in that way. And I think that's how I'm trying to lead this team and build a different culture for UCLA football previously.
All right, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Toonie?
Hi, Obi, good to see you.
Hi, good to see you. How you doing?
Good. Speaking to some of those younger guys that in the defensive back room, who are some of those new players who are sticking out to you? What impresses you most about the next era of UCLA defensive backs coming after you?
Yeah, like Mo mentioned, Devin Kirk was getting a lot of reps. He's a big, long, tall guy, but not somebody, when you think of a typical corner, you don't think of somebody who's 6'4" that can just move and have quick feet. And that's exactly what Devin is. And he's very polished. And he's just a funny guy, man. He's really energetic, happy all the time, good positive aura, and he's always coming out with good energy. And it's refreshing for someone like me. He's getting a little bit older, so he's a good guy, and he's working really hard. So he's doing a great job. And I think even one of the older guys who's new, I guess I would say Cam Johnson's doing a good job, especially coming in kind of like how I was last year from North Texas. And he's doing a really good job adjusting to the system, even though he's only been here for, I don't even know how long. I mean, so he's doing a good job. And like Mo mentioned, Isaiah's doing a good job too, especially coming over from the wide receiver position, which I'm not sure he originally wanted to play, but he's doing a really good job too.
You mentioned playing chess against Mo. How's your chess game? Who's the best chess player in the secondary room?
All right, so don't let Mo come back on here and tell you that he's just beating up on everybody. But he is really good. I think Mo's up on me right now. So I'll just be humble and let him say that. He's got a little bit on me right now. But I'd say we're definitely top 10 on the team, each of us. But also Caleb Tuliao is really good. He might be top 3 on the team as well. So if you get a chance to talk to him, he's really good at chess too. We got a bunch of guys on the team playing chess now. It's really fun, especially now that we're in the facility all the time. We're always playing, and again, like I said with Mo, it's like competitive, fun, and it's like cool to just be up there right before we're about to watch film. We'll just get a game in real quick, and so it's really cool.
Thanks.
Thank you.
James?
Hey, Obi, how you doing, man?
I'm doing well, James. How you doing?
I'm doing good, doing good. So one of the things I've noticed about Chip Kelly for some time now is he always kind of refers or mentions David Shaw. Obviously, you coming from Stanford, you've had a chance to kind of work under both of them. Can you tell me a little bit about how they may be similar in some ways and in what ways they may be different?
Yeah, I think it's interesting. I think I have a very unique perspective coming from another program, but I think Coach Shaw and Coach Kelly are more similar than different. I think that they're both about school and ball, and they take both seriously. That they both make sure that we're doing our best in the classroom and that we have the resources available to do our best in the classroom. And then we've done our responsibilities there. When we come on the field, we have those same resources and things available for us to do our best. And they both do a really good job at it. And it's well documented that Coach Kelly's into the sports science and Coach Shaw and them are doing a good job over there. And yeah, I'd say they're more similar than different.
Okay. And obviously with Dorian out for the past week or so, how have the younger guys been looking at quarterback, and more specifically, how has Ethan Garbers looked?
Yeah, Ethan's doing a really good job. I mean, for a young guy, I would say he has really, really good touch on the ball, especially on the deep ball and some of these over routes he's throwing. He's doing a really good job with touch and throws that I wouldn't say a freshman would make consistently. So I'd say he has a really nice touch on the deep ball. And he's like a playmaker. He's like a little playmaker. So he's doing a good job, and he's a really cool guy. He like sits right across from me in the locker room. So he's a fun guy and energetic. So he's doing well.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, we'll finish up here with Sam.
Hey, Obi, how's it going?
I'm doing well. How you doing?
Good. So I feel like something that kind of gets lost in these discussions about leadership is just kind of the age difference between you, like being one of the older guys, grad guy, and someone like Devin Kirkwood. Is what, like a 6-year gap between you? Is that something that you joke about at all, or that comes up, or you just kind of have to put that aside when you guys are teammates?
Yeah, I don't think it comes up too often just because, I mean, at this point, this is college football and there's a COVID year and there's like so much going on, so much changing that I don't think that really comes up often. And I mean, Tom Brady is what, 47 in the league, and you got guys drafted there. Some of them are like 20 and 21. So, I mean, the age gap is going to be something that's going to be in football regardless of, what league you're in. So it doesn't come up very much. We might joke about it a little bit, but, the freshman receivers get better going against me, and I would get better going against them. So I don't think it's too much of a big deal. But yeah, I'd say, I think I have a little bit more, I guess, life experience than he might. So.
All right. Thanks, Obi.
No doubt.
All right, any final questions for Obi? Great, we'll wrap it up there. Thanks for your time, Obi.
Thank you guys so much. Y'all have a good one.